Hi, I just got back from meeting Mark Cousins. Well, and watching his film, obviously. Mark Cousins has nice shoes. Ripped, but nice. Anyway, the film that we saw is called The First Movie. It's set in a place in Iraq. Well, that isn't mentioned until really close to the end, like the last couple of scenes. And only mentioned once, I think, actually, in Word. It's a very good, interesting movie. I think that during the movie, Mark Cousins sounds different to in person. I think it's possible that they recorded each sentence he said in the movie as an individual sentence, which makes each sentence sound a bit more like a question. But, you know, when it's like jump cut, question. You know, narration. It was a very interesting movie anyway, because it's like documentary style, of the way that the children see the place that they live, rather than how the world sees it, because, you know, the world sees it in a very different way. I suppose that's true of all children, though. I mean, if you gave a camera to a child in England, they'd probably do something different than an adult would, or the rest of the world, I was saying. There are parts of the film, the first movie, that it could be any children universally, like when they were playing with balloons. You know, if you gave any children of that age balloons, then I imagine they would react in a similar way, you know. And the music he chose wasn't like from that area music deliberately, and he didn't mention where the film took place right at the beginning. And I think all of these factors together showed that it was important that the film was about not portraying it as what we usually think of that area as being portrayed as, but more portraying it as an area where, you know, we're all human and those are children, and universally there's children and people everywhere, you're not defined by your place. In a way, knowing that the film, the first movie, is set in Iraq is a huge spoiler. I knew it was because I listened to the interview on Mark Kermode and Simon Mayo's show. But, you know, it's not something that I imagine is what he wanted people to know of before their first viewing of it. I did get a photo of Mark Cousins. I don't think I make a good first impression though, because the only video that I mentioned that I made was Paper, which the theme of it probably sounds quite weird, you know, bringing that up straight away. It's just, you know, the first thing I thought of, being asked about videos. I rang my dad after meeting Mark Cousins, and I said, I met Mark Cousins, you know him, he was on the Mark Kermode radio show that we listen to every week. You know, you listen to it, you know him. And my dad was like, yeah, I fast forwarded through that bit. It's a good job I'm not a film student, isn't it? I have to go, yeah, my whole family listens to the Mark Kermode show, except when, you know, they fast forward through it. I actually really like film. I mean, I get some film books sometimes and read them. Films are interesting, I think. There's always music playing.